That's funny as shit. Wow. Okay, so now they can hear everything. All right, so Mike is like, can we hear DJ now?
Hello?
Hear DJ now. All right, go. Go ahead, say something else.
Hello?
I think you're good.
Hello? Oh, okay.
Okay, so all right, wait, this is okay. Oh my gosh, guys. So we were like late and then we were super late because we were on, but we were off. So thank you for the couple of bots that came in. And thank you guys if you were real people. Um, and we were like, yeah, I forgot to press that one button. Hello. So today we have DJJ, and he was just dropping like the most amazing gems on us. And he is absolutely not a rapper though, so he cannot freestyle that shit again. But we're gonna try to pick up where we left off. So DJJ is a former talent manager of local artists in his hometown, and of course, for privacy reasons for those artists and DJJ, we will not mention who those artists are. So he was just letting us know about what some of the difficulties were being a talent manager, obstacles, and the best things you can do. I had a question of whether or not it was best to, have talent, or like, the marketing skills, because it seems like, you can be anybody and just be a star nowadays. He brought up that marketing and brought up Kanye West and how, like, people have always called Kanye weird. They're still calling him weird. And guess what? Um, the next segment of this, actually, it's going to be our treaty. So, we always do here on the official Native King Queen show trending, treaty, and tricks of our kids and black people. And so, trending is DJJ. He's what's trending because he's what's up. He's our guest. Okay. And also, everything that he's talking about is absolutely trending. DJJ mentioned Kanye West, and when I Googled for the treaty portion, the top three trending artists, Kanye West did come up as number two. Drake's number one. So this guy knows absolutely what he's talking about, guys. I'm so sorry that I didn't press that add stream button. Sometimes I'm so smart to the point I'm stupid. And I thank you for your patience. So I want to pick up, just, we're not going to go all the way back, but just with that whole, with the marketing thing, not having money. He brought up networking, and like, even if you don't have like the best lighting or equipment, what about your friends? Using the best persons, whoever has the best phone. I was looking at something. A YouTuber was making mention about Mr. Beast, starting out with a broken phone. So absolutely, yeah, you need the, it sounds like the talent, the marketing is just as big, if not bigger, and then the drive, guys. The drive is what's going to get you everywhere. So I'm just gonna hand it over to him because I had a question about how does he feel about, because I know that you've attended several music festivals, and I was only thinking about these concerts and things as being as like, oh, a bunch of kids just want to get high and party. I don't think, and I hate to say this, but I don't think a lot of people had that much compassion for what happened to Astro World, not at Astro World, not jumping right there, but just kind of shedding light on the fact that these festivals have multiple purposes. And so, as a talent manager and artist, what would be a benefit, some of the benefits of attending one of these festivals, such as Astro World?
All right. Thank you for that. And I just wanted to just recap a little bit. So I might forget the question, but um yeah, because I was kind of spitting out them gems earlier and we wasn't recording. So you know, Um, let me just go back to who I am. All right. I'm pretty much just a regular guy, trying to make it in this big world that we call Earth. Um, but yeah, I was a rapper, all right, and I've been managing myself, and took a liking to somebody in the neighborhood and managed them for a little short stint. And, I've pretty much been managing for about 10 years almost. So, um, what I was saying about I guess the marketing aspect, because, Consumer Arena was asking me what is you know, is marketing and more important than talent? And I was just bringing up, you don't really have to have talent to make money, and you know, there's a lot of people out there like that. So the thing that I was saying about Kanye West was, Kanye West has always been called weird. And, when he first started out, 15, 20 years ago, he was called weird. Now he's still called weird and he's, top five artists, you know what I'm saying? With all that money. So it's not bad to be weird. And the marketing behind, Kanye isn't, a marketing of, his album or whatever the latest album is or whatever album he's marketing. It's about him. So, you know, you have to basically what I was saying is whatever people like about you, you have to take that and blow it up on a major scale, so you can be this person that everybody is looking to. Like how they look to Kanye, like how they look to Travis Scott and these other guys. And we were talking about money aspect. Like do you need money to or is money needed in the music industry to make money, or to become an artist? And I was explaining to Consumer Arena that back in the day it was, you would need the best videographer to put it on YouTube. You'll need to be HD quality, you'll need to be in the best studios and all this stuff. Nowadays you really don't, because we have so many different platforms, like you guys know. But the thing is, to utilize these platforms and separate yourself apart, to make your following grow. Don't just say, "Hey, listen to my music." It's more like, "Hey, sign up for my website so you can always be updated, because these apps are always taking my content down." Because your website will always be making you money, and the app is just basically there to make themselves money. So, so what was that thing that you were saying? I hope I sort
Yeah,
of
you
touched on
were
a
right.
little
No,
bit of
no,
this
no.
stuff.
Absolutely. So yeah, sounds like the independent. You're absolutely explaining taking the independent route, and I didn't even ask that. I'm just asking about what would a person do in the case of money. So that's the explanation of the independent route. Is doing your networking, taking it in your own hands, creating your website, not because it's like you said with the apps, it's like you're signing everything over with the apps. You're always signing a bit of your rights and how they can use your things. So no, you're absolutely we're all on the same page with that. The networking matters, the social medias, the Twitter, the Facebook. Shout out to WordPress.com. That's a whole free. I actually paid for. I have a Wix. I think I have like a Wix business, and I pay like $40 a month for that in the email, and then I pay like another registration for the year. Where WordPress.com is free. Anchor FM is another good way to get your stuff out there for your music. So yeah, there's definitely absolutely. So it's marketing. So you're making sure that your talent is your unique self. I love it. So then that does bring us to all right. So now So I did ask you about. Okay, so you had to redo the background because we lost connection. Now the question was festivals. How important are they to a talent manager and an artist? These festivals also cost money to attend. So I guess that's a whole other question of how you get that all done. But let's just, how important are the festivals um, to upcoming artists?
Okay. I know some of you guys might be mad at me, or ladies. You know, some of you. I like to say guys, girls, girls. What did I say? What did I say? Guys, girls, 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 guys. I don't know, guy, gals, whatever. Oh, that's everybody. Y'all might get mad at me, especially the ones that's doing music. All right, especially the ones that actually try to book slots for these festivals. At the information that I'm about to tell you. Okay, now look, a festival is, if you're a independent artist coming up, a festival is a scam. All right, and let me tell you why. Okay, because what they're gonna want to do is this: they're gonna say, "Do you want to perform at this? Let's just say the Travis Scott Festival. Do you want to perform at Astro World?" You say, "Yeah, it's gonna be." He's like, "Oh, it's gonna be 90,000 people there. You want to perform?" Yeah. What do I got to do? Well, first you gotta pay. All right. How long do you want your slot to be? So basically, it's gonna be, if it's 90,000 people there, they're gonna want you to pay like, probably want you to pay like $10,000 just to be it there for like 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. So I would say, if that's what you really want to do, right? Because yeah, you might be able to meet some people. You, like, depending on how far you are from the headlining acts, you know what I mean? Like, because they might put you like in the beginning of the day, and the headlining acts don't get there till like the next day at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. So there's no way you guys are gonna even meet those guys. So what I would suggest, that if that is the route that you guys want to do, is to take some time out of the set, especially like if you guys have like more than a 5 minute set, and make everybody pull their phones out, and really make them pull their phones out. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, everybody, stop the music, DJ. Everybody pull their phones out. And then you tell everybody to go on to whatever you want them to go on to follow you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna recuperate the money back from from the money that you spent to perform. Because my artist, right? I was giving them information, and basically another thing that we had to touch on was what's the hardest part about managing an artist, and it's basically the artists don't want to listen, because they think that they know everything. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling them, don't do this. Open up for Meek Mills at this little event or whatever, because it didn't make any sense. It was $4,000, and we booked like a double slot. So it was $2,000. So it was 4,000. We booked a double slot, and it was like earlier in the day. Yo Gotti and them was there. You know, what I mean? It was earlier in the day, and it was like nobody knew anything. I mean, yeah, he had the it was right, he was rocking, but we didn't capitalize off of it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, not one person knew who he was when he left that stage. And it wasn't because he wasn't saying who he was. He didn't control the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I told him what to do. He didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he would have did what I told him to do, he would have had, like, it was 10,000 people in the show. He probably would have had like 2,000 followers on his Instagram or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all you really need, is just a couple thousand fans that say, "Oh, I saw this guy perform. I know this guy. I've seen him." You know what I'm saying? I was there with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about when you talk about a manager. You know what I'm saying? A manager is a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and the manager should share the same interest. It shouldn't be, if the manager is saying something, like the artist isn't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, it's not a team. Yeah.
Right. Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. And I love how you pinpointed that because I never knew, and I know that if it's, there's tons of people got to be like me. I never knew that it cost money to feature in a show. Um, like that's crazy to open up for an artist. I think that the misunderstanding is that you actually you get the honor of opening for somebody. Like they contact you, or you try so hard and they pick you, you audition. Like I never knew that it's like the highest bidder. Like you pay to open for an artist. So that is just crazy, and it literally, to me, it just brings new meaning to it takes money to make money. So none of this stuff, even with the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna make a separate video about that, about just every single thing I absolutely had to obtain to start my channel. It wasn't that, I mean, to make it like successful, like if you're really gonna try, you know what I mean? To like if you're gonna have a goal and meet it. Like I just, I mean, yeah, shout out to Mr. Beast who could just like do it with his broken phone and stuff like that. Um, but I think it is just like it's a formula and it all matters. My goodness gracious. That was I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the fact that you pay money to open for an artist. Like, wow. Drop it down in the comments later when this airs about how many people who knew that that was a thing. Sheesh. So I don't know about festivals, guys. So speaking of festivals and you knowing about that the one, that's going to be an infamous thing now in our history. What do you feel? What is your take? And you don't have to take a lot of time on that if you don't want to. On that whole Astro World incident.
Um, I mean, I'm not big on the conspiracy theories. I just think that, they have policies and stuff in place for, unfortunate events and stuff like that to happen. I don't really think that it's, on Travis Scott or on Drake and stuff like that. So, you know, um I just think that when, people I just think at any event like that, it's a lot of people, things could happen, you know what I'm saying? It just needs to, like, I don't go to those things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to festivals or events and stuff like that because, it's just not my cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? I'm a homebody, family man, but, to each his own. I know people, they like those type of things, and, you know, it kind of comes with the territory, you know what I'm saying? Because let's just say if they were at a football arena, you know what I'm saying, and the bleachers fell, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna blame Travis Scott and Live Nation because he didn't stop the so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't read into the conspiracy theories much. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a huge insurance policy because, it was like a big festival, and, with all the money that they put up for the set alone, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, the lighting was probably like what, $1
Yeah,
million
those
dollars in
crazy
fucking
aliens they
lighting.
had there.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my take on it. So
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Don't ask me what I think. This is Consumer Arena. Because I actually made a video that I took down, and I mean I literally did that whole thing. I scoured TikTok, Instagram, and Twitters. Shout out to ATL, and she says the Twitters. And I had actual footage of what looked like Mantador type freaking demons. I saw it. But we're not gonna get DJJ caught up with all that. Um, Moving forward. So we're gonna do the artist rundown. We're gonna get DJJ out of here because he's a busy, busy guy. So, and he's actually been nice enough because we've literally actually been recording for an hour, which the show is an hour, but you guys, I'm so smart to the point. I'm stupid that never mind. Um, so artist rundown, Drake.
um what am I doing? I mean, I don't understand.
Okay, okay. So artist rundown. I'm going to yell out an artist, and then you're going to like I'm gonna say a name, and then you're gonna tell me like the first things that come to mind, I guess, in your talent manager background type of thing, and what you can say to offer to us, I guess. I know that's why we gotta go.
Drake. So I mean Drake is, shoot, he's the Canadian American rapper. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Drake is one of those people, like, it brings me back to what I was saying earlier, is the marketing because, you know, he started out as a crippled guy on the show, as a crippled guy on a fucking oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse. As a crippled guy on a drama, like some sort of like Disney Channel drama in Canada. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then he steps into the world of gangster rap, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the marketing behind Drake is like, shoot, he had to persevere a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? And um, yeah, Drake is pretty much the king of rap and R&B. You know what I'm saying? So only thing he need to learn how to do is dance. Once Drake learn how to dance, it's over. Shit. Once he do some like that Omarion shit, you know that when they be like, oh, the new Omarion variant coming and he bust that Omarion dance. Shit. Once Drake do that, it's over. Niggas better retire.
And you heard it here first. Drake starts dancing. Niggas better retire. You heard it here first. That was awesome. Um, so, um, Kanye West.
Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess what can't you say about Kanye West? Like, you know what I mean? Shoot, man. They got Kanye. They still can't figure Kanye out. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's just like, is he gonna be the president? Like what is Kanye gonna do next? You know what I'm saying? Definitely Kanye cannot dance. So we already that's excluded. We look, it might be a shot that Drake could dance, but Kanye, we know he like if Kanye start dancing, yo, I don't know what's going. He gonna be the president. Like if Kanye start dancing, he is definitely gonna be the president. Cause that man can't do a two step. You saw Kanye try. Did you see Kanye dancing? That's the thing, yo. That shit was so funny. Yo, it looked like he was having a seizure. Like, yo, it looked like that man was, yo, fucking two step. That nigga was 13 stepping. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. That
He was most definitely 13 stepping with his ass. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Okay. Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X. That boy done came out of the clear blue sky, did a song with Billy Ray Cyrus, and now he is beefing with Busa.
All day, every day, and every
Yo,
night.
that nigga Lil Nas X that got up under everybody's skin. Like, and except for mine, he ain't get up under my skin. Like, in no way, shape, or form. Like, know what I mean? But nah, seriously, like Lil Nas X is definitely like the biggest thing, like he already did everything. The biggest thing that he could do is say that he's straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, once Lil Nas X say he's straight, is over. Like, yo, niggas gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry for cursing and stuff like that, but yeah, like, yo, but nah, Lil Nas X, like, I don't listen to his music, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of forced to listen to his music because it's on the radio station. And it's like, in your face. You flick the channel if you watch TV and you're probably gonna hear it on a sports, commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, got it. Like Lil Nas X that was like, hold up, these people this way, I'm about to I'm about to be all the way that way. And straight capitalize off of it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, more
Right.
power to him. Like, rap is controversy. You know what I'm saying? The whole genre. So when you look at Lil Nas X, it's kind of like the embodiment of rap because, you know, back in the day, you didn't want your grandmother to hear it. You didn't really want your mom to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's cool for mother listening to NBA YoungBoy. It's cool for mother listening to the NBA YoungBoy. You know what I mean? Grandmother listening to NBA YoungBoy. You know what I mean? But you throw on the Lil Nas X, nigga. You got motherfucking niggas at 16 talking about take that shit up. You got niggas that's 20 talking about take that shit up. You got, you know what I mean? Like he's bringing the yeah, yeah, he's pushing the envelope back in rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like more power to what Lil Nas X is doing, because when somebody does something more than Lil Nas X, it's going to be like acceptable, just like how Lil Nas X is acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be like, what is that going to be? You feel me? So yeah, like Lil Nas X, he drops a song, it's halfway catchy, and that nigga is on the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Wow, that's you. That's I have never, and I've been like, we're all viewers our whole lives, right? And I've seen a lot of things, especially with this whole like new YouTube journey. And shout out to all my 694 subscribers. Just want to give you all a shout out right now. And yeah, because I started the channel in May of this year, and I found that what I've been able to accomplish is anomalistic, not animalistic. I said that too fast. Anomalistic, like anomaly, and that is me. So yeah, but no, seriously, shout out to CS the Key, because that's really like I started to do thank you know the Most High that everybody, lots of people like CS the Key on YouTube, and so do I. But in any event, so I'm just saying all that to say that I was like a subscriber of many before all this, and then I found myself like watching YouTube less and less because you got to work on it's your craft now. And I've never heard anything that allowed that, and I have a pretty open mind, right? But that you couldn't say anything to me that was going to justify uh what the guy was doing, because I guess I was so but what you're saying is absolutely right. I mean, rap did start controversial. I was not supposed to have Snoop Dogg's CD with like the dogs on there, and then they have like the little bikinis, and I was not supposed to have that whole CD. It's like gin and juice. Like, what are you talking about? So, I mean, he's absolutely right. And so that's, I guess, the part that kind of hurts my head. It's just like bringing, when truth, you know, speaking truth to power, I guess. But what bothers me, and I think this is the problem, man, is that they had this guy come into the elementary school to sing that song, and everybody was okay with it. And so even though I understand what you're saying, like, he's pushing the envelope, and I mean it's totally appropriate for the rap game. And then they're just not respecting it because it's, the whole gay thing. Um but my thing is, what about personal accountability? You are a man, and you're here with children. You understand the lyrics of your song, and so eh, I guess maybe it goes back to that question with the manager, and you guys working together. I'm not sure, but I guess, are you clear on the question?
Yeah, I mean, the question is a moral question. You know what I'm saying? And it's really up to the FCC. You know what I'm saying? It's not up to Lil Nas X to say that, you know, the FCC doesn't allows me to say this, but morally, I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to look at his bank account. You know what I mean? Like he has to look at like, okay, is it gonna make me more money to do this? Or is it gonna make me more money to do this? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, he's not doing anything illegal. You know what I mean? So and he's not doing anything. And it's funny that we're talking about Lil Nas X, because I can't even think of the person's name off the bat, but Lil Nas X is doing the same thing that this lady, well, this guy, no, this lady that made herself a guy, and then she got pregnant, and she was on the cover of, like People or one of these top publications. Yeah, yeah, she's pregnant again. You know what I'm saying? Or he's pregnant again.
Right, but it's like it's a woman,
You
it's
know what I'm
her,
saying?
not his.
So yeah, that's what Lil Nas X is doing. So the same thing that's acceptable in society, yeah, it's gonna be it's acceptable in music. You know what I mean? So, and there isn't anybody that's doing what Lil Nas X is doing. That's why he is, getting the hate and the love. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yes, yeah. I mean, the same thing. You know, and that's funny you should say that because I didn't even know he was in schools. But why wouldn't he be? You know what I mean? He's in every
Yeah.
song. He's in every radio station, and it's like this. Would they put Dr. Dre in the school? But they put Lil Chief Keef in school. So I mean, it's basically like I was saying, it's not anything illegal. Yeah, it might be immoral, you know what I mean? But so is everything else on TV. So is everything else, that we pay for. You know what I mean? Like all our entertainment is pretty much immoral. But, that's another subject, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was going back to say one more thing about Lil Nas X. Before that, that man was in the military and all the other stuff. You know what I mean? Like right before the music, you know what I mean? In the military. So yeah, man, that man deserves a right to make as much money as he wants to make without, killing people and you know what I mean, getting shot at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could have picked a different line, probably, but this is probably the best way for him to, do whatever he wants to do.
Wow, DJJ. A very enlightening man, very enlightening conversation, very very enlightening podcast. This is a great show. I so we do the trending treaty and tricks for kids and black people, but I think that's squaring it all away. I think that's squaring it all away. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait until next week's episode. If we're so fortunate to have DJJ back, we would love to, and maybe we'll come on camera next time. And for you guys listening on the podcast, it'll all be the same. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining me. I love you. Oh, and don't forget, podcast listeners, I'm going to be separating the podcast. The official Native King and Queen show, you're going to be able to find all of that content on the one podcast channel and all of my crazy consumer arena content on another podcast channel. And thank you, YouTube, for joining us today. Mm-hmm. Bye bye.